Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host Chris Tysus, and we're doing something a little bit special. It's going to be non-news in terms of a main topic, because we have something very cool to show you. Now, I don't know if I will do this format often in terms of moving the chair back and putting up the tripod and things like that, but as you can tell, the background has gotten a whole of a lot more interesting since the old amiibo packagings that we did for pretty much most of this year. And I'm not too sure why I decided to change it. I think I got a bit bored of the amiibo packages at the back of the wall, and I thought by turning the desk and facing it against the wall and using the other side, which, you know, has the TV and things like that, we could make it look very, very nice. So I hope people are pleased about it. Now, we'll get into a little bit of Nintendo news. As you know, Nintendo did a bit of a backflip, revealing that there will be a day 2 for E3 Treehouse, where they'll be showing off games for Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Generations, and a swag of other little games here and there that they'll be showing off. I believe it was due to people not being very happy about just one game being shown off at E3. So I guess it's some consolation prize for not hearing any information about the NX console or anything like that. So sorry about that. But yes, it's that's pretty much all the news I'll be talking about for this video, because we're doing a little bit of Ninja News personal stuff. So we're up to Nintendo Ninja News episode 7, and we've been doing well with that. We've also started Nintendo Historia, which is going back in time and talking about some of the items and history of Nintendo. We have been thinking about doing things with Pokemon cards and stuff like that. We even exploring the idea of esports, which I don't know how that's going to happen. It's an area that I'm not an expert in, but we don't know. Who knows, hey? So I thought that I might get up and talk about some of these little items here. Now, I don't know if you can even see myself here in the background. So you can tell the left-hand side is the bookcase. There's lots of little things here. An original Game Boy. As you can see, original Game Boy here. And things like the old question box. That dropped down, didn't it? The old question box where we used to do the Q&A sessions, which that was one of our sessions that did not do very well. You've got the old controller, N64 controller. You have the Super Nintendo controller. The Wavebird, which a lot of people enjoyed. And then you have Star Fox Zero. This is our first episode of Nintendo Historia, which was the Rumble Pack, which was very cool. And I would say that the next episode will be talking about the e-reader. I've just decided to do that now. The old e-reader, which is a very cool item. And I would say something else that would be very cool to do would be the Game Boy camera. Another very cool. I'm sort of starting off on accessories for that series because it's a lot easier for me to get into. So you have to understand that. So now, as you know, there's the Wii U up here, which I'm not too sure if you can actually see. There's the Wii U console, obviously, and you have Star Fox, the first print edition, and all that sort of thing there. Now, I get this funny feeling that you may not be able to see everything with the camera far back. So if we move it back a bit more, you do not do this during live videos, I'll tell you that now. And as you look higher, you can see on your top right, you can see the Super Mario Maker, Animal Crossing Home Decorator package, you see the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Wii U edition. You see Yoshi's Woolly World and the Super Nintendo controller package, which is very good. Now, I'll show you that one because that's a fairly cool one. Because it's not often that you can find it in the actual box version, which is very, very cool, actually. That's really hard to find. And I saw it, and I grabbed it, and I was very, very happy about it. I don't have really any Game Boy Advance games in its packages, except for this one. And that is a good old classic. So, people should be pretty happy about that one. So, now what else do we have to show? And we have certain boxes that are not very exciting, such as the AC adapter. Yes, everyone must own one of those. Yes, it's very exciting. Or the NFC reader for those who do not have a new Nintendo 3DS. Which, actually, I think it's a cute little device. I think it actually does pretty well. And that's something that we might do a little small history about. Something easy to do. What else is there? Well, I have some of the plushies, which I love. The plushies here that I enjoy, such as Snorlax. I think he looks beautiful. I think he looks like a beautiful little snuzzy thing, which is great. And what else do we have? We have, of course, Kirby, who is one of my favourite characters. I might have to wait a little while to get Kirby's new game, due to me spending too much money on bookcases and a new gaming console and all that sort of stuff. Oh, an amiibo that was hiding. Isabelle. So, I actually have 61 amiibos instead of 60. So, oh, well, hang on. That's wrong. That's 62. How are these things coming around? Crazy. So, and what else can I show off to everyone here? Oh, that focused it back up, didn't it? So, you can tell that there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of very, very cool things here. We also have one of my favorite plushies. Is the cow from Harvest Moon. Actually inspired a little bit of writing in me, which is very, very cool. He's very, very cute. And I'm pretty happy about the way it's turned out. And obviously we have lots of 3DSs here. We've got about 5 or 6. And we have my own one that I use all the time, which is fantastic. I have too many games on it. I've nearly filled up a 32 gig card, would you believe? And very, very excited about that. Now, we'll turn down the little camera down a little bit. Make it a little easier for people to see me. So, I thought people would be excited about that. So that is a bit of a tour of some of the stuff that I own. Obviously, I have the Legend of Zelda Monopoly game. I do have the the Nintendo Monopoly board game. I could actually put it along the top there. I couldn't fit it in there because it's too big. I think it would take up too much space. But the Legend of Zelda one is nice. We have the transfer pack there. We even have a wireless connector there for the Game Boy Advance, which is very, very nice. That's probably another little history lesson down the road for everyone. And I guess what is behind the camera is now the desk and a very nice speaker system and where I drink and think of ideas and videos and things like that. We've actually passed 250 videos. This is our 251st video, which is amazing. I never thought that I would do that many videos in that amount of time. and I think that's quite amazing. I don't know how I've come to do that many. And with E3 coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we're doing Zelda and all these games that we're going to be talking about now, I think that makes life a bit harder. And it is hard, doing this channel by yourself, because I only have a small group of advisors, and really when they advise something to me, that really means get me to do more work, and it makes it hard, because we've Nintendo Ninja News has achieved nearly 30,000 views in 12 months, and that's with very, very little promotion or anything, just promoting in different Facebook groups and a couple forum boards, and it's been some good growth. And we've only had about 125 subscribers, which is not a lot if you think about it, and that's probably our hardest challenge, is people to subscribe. But I guess that it makes it difficult, and I think that I've achieved quite a bit, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very thankful for people who've watched my videos over the year, and it's been great. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I know that the Ninja News show like this will continue onwards. I know that Nintendo Historia will definitely be going onwards from its first episode. And the news will go on. Apart from that, everything else is sort of up in the air. We don't know what's going to be happening there. And I can definitely see me doing this for the next couple of years. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll just go back to full-time writing, or just playing games by myself at home. So I think we'll finish off this video. Whoop. We'll just sit that back up, and I think that will be it for me. And I hope you enjoy this new look, and it looks very colourful and crazy now, I guess. And I think it's better than Amiibo packages, and I think it looked really nice for its time when the show was starting off, and we were getting into the swing of things and getting better at stuff. And but now I think we are moving on to a next chapter or stage. And I hope that people subscribe and join up and that sort of thing, because we really do need the support. It's quite important, especially during E3 and trying to grow the channel and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully this latest news episode does well, and all that sort of stuff. So that is all from me for now, and I shall see you next time on Nintendo Ninja News Show. Goodbye.